Okay, so I just brought this home. 1968 Coot. And we're gonna go through it, look and see what we got. Because it's, let me put a Honda motor in it. When I got it, the guy said it didn't run. There's the original 11 horse. But let's see, Honda motors, it should run. Alright, so it'll only run with the choke on. So that's going to come out, and I've got a Honda 13 horse we're going to put in there. Let's see, that looks like my brake caliper down there, which we got to put back here. Brakes. Let's see, no key, that's not a problem. That's probably the choke. It's stuck. Fast and slow. That also operates the foot pedal down there. That's our brake cable. Let's see back here what we got. So obviously we've got some floor to replace, so that ain't gonna be too big a deal. And look at this. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those there. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 there. There's the exhaust. Oh, fishing weights or something. I don't know what those are. Oh, and that might be the tool. I don't know. I don't know what that is. That might be the tool to put these on. And these, if you don't know what they are, these would hook on here. The chains would come down and hook on. Well, you do the back one first, I think, and then the other one go on there. Now, I'm not sure if that's just for mud and the dirt, or if that was an option to throw on there if you were in the water to help act more like a paddle wheel. And it looks like I need some tubes for these 2 tires. The other 2 look like they're holding air. Steering wheel's original. It's like everything's original. And you just got to go through and clean it out. We'll rip it down to every nut and bolt and weld in a new floor. It'll be kind of a fun project, huh, kid? That means yes. So, on the side, this one doesn't have the rear wheel steer.
Who are you talking to?
And they had it registered in 89. 4 of 89. That's a magnet that's stuck right there on the Coot sign. Let's see. Pretty straight. We got the roll bar. It's gonna be sandblasted down. Look at it. Here's the. This is where the exhaust would come out. This is where your air intake would come out. Air intake would come out, come up here, right there. Exhaust would sit in here. So grease for the research for those. The seats are in the back of the truck. Those, you know, obviously they're going to need some repairing. But there's the bottom cushion. Seats and stuff right there, so we'll go through and get those figured out, and we'll pull this off and see if that little Honda motor will be enough to. It's only a 6.5 horsepower, but we'll see if that's going to be strong enough to pull this thing back. Oh, and there's had these lights put on the front. We'll put some new lights on it. Okay. If you guys know anything much more about these than I do, please comment. Let me know what you think, what I should do with it. I think it's going to be a pretty cool project, right, buddy?
Yeah!
Cool!
That wasn't too hard.
Alright, so we just pulled it off the trailer. It actually runs. I mean, it's that 6.5 horsepower motor. The carb is just needs to been gone through it. Not bad though. We got it unloaded. It got kind of hung up. We had to get the tractor and get it off. But I'm gonna start it and just pull it in the garage, and we'll start going through it. Right, buddy?
Yeah, say I'm gonna video it.
The boy's gonna video it. Here he is.
1, 2, 3.
They going? Okay. Dragging the old Coot inside the garage. Spent an hour or so cleaning it out, taking everything out of it. Got the mount for the engine, the transmission, everything out. Got the floor cleaned up. So we've got repairs to do. Basically, I'm going to redo the whole entire floor in here. The rest of it is in pretty good shape. Back here, this thing's all rusted out along this. So I'll probably cut it back here, just add a new piece in, and that way I don't have to worry about the bend. You see the floor through there, all down through there. Drive shaft is out. There's the Honda that was in it, which only runs, well, it's on choke. So I've got some carburetor issues there I got to mess with. That's not going back in it though. We're going to put this one in over here. There's our 13 horse Honda. That's going to go back in it. So I've got to swap over the clutch, and that one runs good. So we'll swap this over. Hopefully that's the same size shaft, I'm not sure. And there's the extra little pieces that were out of the back. There's the transmission. Clean him up and throw him back in. That one works just fine. And even have the owner's manual with this guy, believe it or not. I'll show you the owner's manual. Check that out, the original owner's manual. Flipping through this guy, it's pretty funny. We've got some writing on there from maybe the original owner, Utah. I can't find a date anywhere, but all the little cartoon pictures in here are amazing. Safety and driving hints. There you go. Don't put two people in the front; you'll drown. There's our controls, wiring diagram, schematic, lubrication, lube chart. I thought that was pretty neat how they do all the little cartoon characters. This one supposedly is a 1968. And that's the original owner's manual. Pretty good shape. Anyway, pretty cool. Follow along. We're going to get this thing repaired and get it back up and running and restore it 100% and go from there.